Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here, Chantel. And today I want us to speak and talk a nice topic. Mostly some of you might not be relating to this topic, but I am very sure that there are some people who will relate to the topic of today. And the topic of today, I felt it's good to speak about how our relatives treat us after we lose our beloved one. Might be your parent, might be one of your parents, might be both of the parents, might be, how is it like afterwards? For me, I will speak on through my experience. So whatever I speak here, I'm speaking through the experience I had after I lost my parent, both of them, and I was left on the hands of the relatives. Na haikuwa rahisi. I can't lie to you that it was never that easy. Because the moment you lose your parents and you are left on the hands of your relatives, that is the moment you get to know them better. Because wakati wazazi wako, they tend to pretend a lot. They tend to show you all the good side. But the bad side comes when they know that you have got nobody to speak on your behalf. You have got nobody to stand on your behalf and fight for you. That is the time now they show you their true colors. So, nimesikia mengi na pia nimewatch a lot of bad experience that orphans, might be widows and widows and the kids, sometimes after the death of one of the parents, mostly the father, and then he leave a wife and the kids, and you get to find out that the brothers, or rather the other relatives, they come and turn against, and they want to steal everything that belongs to these people. It's crazy, and it's I don't know how I can call it. Yeah, on my side, it wasn't easy. Your relatives will pretend to be so good to you when your parents are there, but the moment they are nobody is there at all to speak on your behalf or to stand on you or to say, no, you are coming, you are like too much, or you are crossing the borders. Hapo ndipo unajua relatives wako ni kina nani. Kwangu mimi wakati nilikuwa as in an orphan, niliwachwa kwa mikono ya relatives. And with relatives, I mean, before my mom's death, my relatives were so good to us. You could never even thought of something negative coming from them. Alafu sasa wakati mama aliaga, wazazi hawako sasa, ya? That is the moment you get to find these people, their true color, because I remember even sometimes I could go to visit my auntie or some of the relatives, and then they would feel like as if I'm a big burden to them. And the next morning, they could always tell me that, we think now you have to go back. You can go and visit your so-and-so auntie. We don't have a place or something. As in, they could always create something to chase you away. When you go back here, they're like not willing to stay with you, and they will like sending you from here to here. Unakuwa kama unachezua from this side to the other. And I remember some of my relatives started even sending bad rumors about me. And mtoto wa yatima is always a prostitute, is always a bad person. You'll be told all the bad things, You'll be in for them. You'll be here a lot. Mi kwangu hakuna kenye sikuambiwa. Mara wewe ni malaya, mara wewe sijui, mara wewe hata tukikusaidia, hata ukisoma hatuoni pahali unaenda. We don't see the future in you. Even if we try to help you, it is like we'll just be wasting our money. Oh my goodness. I just had it all. I just had it all. And I couldn't believe that it was coming from those close people that you call relatives. They can be nasty sometimes. And they can be very inhuman sometimes. You know? Today, by the way, I was just scrolling on my Facebook and I saw Akode crying. That touched me and I was like, oh, what is bothering Madam Boss? She didn't exactly tell us what was happening, but she just said she will be coming to handle the case in the afternoon. And as I was just scrolling on the internet again, I saw on the Tuko News, they said that Akode is being accused by the relatives of killing the sister-in-law. The relatives says that she is the from this group of Illuminati. I don't know what. She drank the sister-in-law blood and she literally killed her. A lot of craziness from these people you call relatives. Sometimes it's you feel like you want to, you feel like you can explode when you listen to what our relatives are capable of saying about, you know? So, back to the topic about what happens when you lose your parents there, or one of your parents is no more. The treat we got from our relatives. I'm not saying that all the relatives are bad, and I'm not saying that we all go through the same experience. Some, they treat their beloved one very well. Yeah, I'm very, very sure that some, they do treat them very well with respect and love. But some, you cannot even like wish to be, you know, associated with them. Because that is the moment you get to realize you're no one, you know. I had been sharing my stories with my close friends, the ones who have lost their beloved. And you get to hear there is some stuff which are very, very, very relating, you know. You relate their life with yours, your experience through the hands of this we call relatives, because sometimes they can really treat you so bad, you know. Mine was in another level. I think they got very much tired of me, and they didn't know what to do with me, you know, until they just had to dump me in the school and forgot. But well, God is always faithful, and to those that trust in God, and for whom mnyonge anaitwa yatima, hakuna siku Mungu atakuja kumuacha. Because when you don't have anyone in this world to talk on your behalf or to stand on your behalf, there is God in heaven. There is God in heaven who is able to comfort us, who is able to grant us strength to fight through, who is able to give us that love that we lack. Because I'm telling you, the moment you lose your parent, it will never be the same again. And mostly if you lose your mama, it will never be the same again. Having that someone that loves you unconditionally, that's someone that would do anything for you, that's someone that would never give up on you. Because even if we got some people who will come and try to be like to be our parent, there is no one who will never give you that pure love that your mama could have given you. That's I'm always saying. Because even when someone is in, what am I saying? The true love you got from your mama, once it's gone, it's gone. It's gone. nothing like a mama's love. And sometimes you get to find us, trying to be strong, but sometimes we feel overwhelmed. And all what we wish to do is to take a phone and just call mama and say, hello, mama, just to hear that voice, to cool us down and make us feel better and make us feel that there is somebody who loves you. There is somebody who cares. For me, I always say, even if my mama could be here and she is, no matter how she could be, no matter whether she would be a disability or whether she would be like, no matter how she would be, but there at least she is there to listen to me, to feel my pain sometimes when I'm going through a hard situation, just to share the pain with her. It would be amazing. Because no matter what, there is no one who will be able to carry your pain the same way your mama can carry your pain. There is nobody who can never replace your mama. And the person who still have both parents alive, count yourself very lucky. And even if you have one, count yourself very lucky also, because there are some who have nothing like us. We don't have anybody that we can call like biological parents, but all in all, God is always faithful, because in God, when you trust in God and when you know that, Father, I'm going through hard situation, how can I handle this? So we were talking about relatives. Sometimes I got a lot of questions. How is it like to stay with relatives in their house? Just always know that you have to be there and you have to be good to them. And to be good means you have to be very much obedient. You have to put them in front. Even when you are tired, you have to respond when they ask you to do something. You have to work very hard. You are never to say no for an answer. The treat they treat their kids, it's not the same treat you get. Get prepared for that. And always there is this akamotido of them saying, nani, ebu kuja unifanyia hivi cause haa wengine hawasikiangi. So it doesn't mean that the other kids does not listen. They do. But wanajua wewe uko hapo kama mtumizi. Wewe uko pale, lazima ufanye, lazima ujitetee na tabia zako, lazima ujitetee na kuwafanyia everything to make them happy, ndio uweze kukaa pale. Otherwise, if it's not so, kama haujitetei wewe mwenyewe na kukua pale umekuwa tu kama unawatumikia, then they get tired of you very fast. It's what you give them that keeps you at their place. Otherwise, if you're not like giving them a good service, and by this I mean you have to be always there when they want you. You have to be obedient. No, even when you feel like you are reaching to the end, they don't expect you to say no anytime you are sent or anytime you are asked to do something. So, my dear friends and families, I had been feeling a kind of like a need of talking. Here in abroad, the good thing here, when your parents goes, you doesn't go to your parents, to your relatives. Most of them, they are taken by the government, and the government take good care of them. And sometimes I prefer this treat here in abroad more than back at home, because the so-called relatives, they can be very inhuman. They can be very inhuman. Sometimes they can mistreat the kids. They can mistreat the orphans. They can mistreat the kids who are left on their care. They can treat them inhuman. They don't love them the same way they do love their kids. They don't treat them with the same treat they do treat their kids. And by the way, hizi matambia za Africans, to treat some kids so inhuman. At saa zingine unaweza wewe pikia watoto wako something special, and then the child who is living with you, who has nobody to turn to, unamtreat in another way, in another special way. haumtreat kama watoto wako. If it is like in the morning, if you're giving your kids a tea and bread, una favor watoto wako, you give them a bigger part of the bread. Or even sometimes this person, the one who is there like you know, an outcomer or something, will not be treated the same treat. It's a big shame. It's a big shame. And I pray to God that one day he can help me through the experience I have gone through in life. I can be able to hand over, be able to help some orphans or some kids who are really suffering on the hands of so-called relatives. Because if at all there are some people who can be very cold-blooded, it is some relatives. I'm not putting all in general and saying that they're all the same. They're not all the same. There are some who are actually so good. Some who takes care of their sister's kids or brother's kids and shower them with love. You can never even tell the difference. You can never even tell that this child does not belong to them. You know, there are some who are very, very good, and may God bless you, and never get tired of taking care of that orphans. She never asked to be orphan. It just happened. And you don't know what it means to comfort that child. The child who just need love, the child who might be going through a lot, you know. You don't know what it means to show her that love. It means a lot. It means a lot. And to those relatives who mistreat the kids, may the good Lord punish you. May the good Lord make this child that you are mistreating shine more than your kids. May the good Lord help this child become somebody in future. Bless this child with all the blessings that you always look and feel ashamed of how you treated this child, and now is somebody. That is always my prayer, that every orphan, may God help the orphans to shine. May God never let them lack. Because sometimes when we lack something, we don't have anybody to turn to. We don't have anyone to tell our problems. We don't have anyone to share our pain with. We don't have anybody to listen to our pain. We don't have anyone to pay attention to us. It's only God. It's only God. So my dear friends, I think I'm going to stop there, because if I continue with this topic, it's gonna be, yeah. We have got a lot to talk about this topic, and I will come back with more topic. And through my experience, I will try to speak as much as I can, so that anybody who is going the same situation can have strength and know that you're not alone. May God bless you. Keep safe. Please kindly subscribe to my channel and give me a like and share with friends. Well, sharing is caring. God bless you. Stay safe.